are live on All Things Wrestling and Crack Screen Productions for our bi-weekly, weekly, I'm not sure how we're doing it yet, but it's our weekly NHL talks where we sit down and talk about the goings-on in the NHL. I'm, of course, joined by Tom from All Things Wrestling. How are you doing tonight, Tom?
I'm not doing too bad. There you go. We are live. Sorry it's taken us so long because of unforeseen circumstances. It's taken us a little bit longer to get the second episode out than we would have liked.
Yeah, because, I got COVID, guys. Blame it on me if you want, but
yeah,
I got COVID, so...
I wasn't going to fully blame you, but yeah, you are literally the reason why we didn't get one done.
Fucking call it what it is then, man. Like, call it what it is. But yeah, I got COVID, so I wasn't able to stream for a little bit. But what's going on, Landon? How you doing, my dude? Yeah, but we're here. We're talking about the NHL. We got quite a bit to talk about this week.
Yes.
You know, we got teams that have clinched playoff spots. We've got scoring records that have been broken. We got lots to talk about. Just guys, what I will ask is that we keep it related to hockey and the NHL, or AHL hockey in general, as a main topic. We talk about wrestling so much, we want to give the time to talk about the goings on in the various leagues of specifically the NHL, but
yeah, well, there is a bit of hey Morgan, welcome. Are we going to discuss the Preds? Yes, they will also be in discussion today. Anyone who's well, you are in contention of the playoffs, so you're definitely going to be in the conversation.
Yep.
But yeah, this is solely dedicated. Like, yeah, we will not be having any wrestling conversation. So feel free to chat to us in general, but we won't be answering wrestling related questions today. At least not. Maybe at the end when we're all chilling after it's finished. But during the actual show, there will be no wrestling conversation by us. But we'll have a few minutes wrap up where we may be able to talk about a bit of wrestling. But this is solely to talk about the NHL and the AHL. And I believe there's another league that, whatever the fucking hell this guy's from.
The WHL, I think it's like the Western Hockey League or something like that.
I'm good, Nathan. How are you? Auston, how are you doing today? I'm glad that you've made it. Hey, Turtle. I'm good. I'm glad you're both doing good. Yeah, obviously. Oh, that reminds me. I should post this week's schedule if anyone's interested for the week's streaming. Did I put the? No, I haven't put it on yet. 1 second.
Right.
Marvel Madness.
Yeah. So we got the standings. Those are accurate up to today, like literally within 10 minutes ago. So the standings are accurate. How's everybody doing, by the way? Bill, Landon, Turtle. By the way, shouts to my tier 2 or better members, Tom and Turtle. Thank you guys very much for your above and beyond generosity. And thanks again to all of my tier 1 members. We don't forget you and your generosity as well. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, happy to support.
Oh, I think we should really start with a small discussion on the Kraken.
Yes. Hey, Jess, I'm good. How are you?
But we're gonna do that in like 5 minutes or so, right? Because we wanna do this like predictions and give people about 10 minutes to settle in and join.
Oh yeah. Everyone's got the time to join, so we can have conversations. I'm just currently working on. I forgot to finish the schedule off for this week, so that has now been finished. I'm going to post it on the channel. So if anyone's curious on what the week's streaming schedule is going to be,
blame Canada. You realize that that's like as like technically racist as that song is, or like I don't know if it's racist, but like that is one of my favorite songs from that whole fucking movie. Like South Park's most ignorant song towards Canada, and I fucking love it.
Hey Douglas,
try more like 52 in 50 games, man. He's on fire though.
Yeah, I mean, this is a podcast. What about the AHL? We can talk about a bit about them. If you've got anything to talk about the AHL, we will happily comment on it.
Yeah, we considered calling it Hockey Talks, but it didn't roll as well.
NHL Talks rolled off the tongue nicer.
But it's generally hockey. Like that's what we're talking about in this particular stream.
Yeah. This is a podcast, Jess. So we've got both of us on the screen. We say this. I have Dave on the screen every single stream he's in with me.
Yeah, as you can clearly see, though, the quality for when I try to do it with both of us on screen, my quality of actual video dips a little bit. So
yeah.
I'm asking my computer to do a lot. Like I'm streaming to Tom's streaming back to me, then we're both streaming to you guys, and by you guys I mean both of our chats. So like we're asking our computers to do a lot.
Oh, Matthews is like 60? He's at 58 now. Matthews is at 58. He's of course going to get 60.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about that
we'll get into that in a minute. That's one thing that is on the conversation today is obviously Matthews. And then we have to talk about his potential rival as well. Dun dun dun.
Leading scorer in the NHL.
We do not like the Montreal Canadiens, but we beat them. So if I'm correct, it's 2-2 this season. We beat the Canadiens twice, and they beat us twice because we played them for the first game in the season. So I believe that we are tied with who got more victories this season between us.
That seems to be going around, Kev, because my left ear's all fucking popped and fucky, and so is Daze's, and like.
Hey, Carl, how you doing, man? Open the stream with the Leafs logo. Love it. Fair enough, Kev. Fair enough, man. Yeah, we've got lots and lots to discuss. We'll give you another couple of minutes for everyone to join. I think we're probably trying to get some. I'm doing good. My hair is insane. Patiently, Jeopardy waiting music. Nice. Thank you, Jess. Hey, Johnny, I'm glad you made it, man. You're one of the big people that were talking about hockey with us the other day. So I'm glad that you made it. Obviously, there's a game on Tuesday, and we'll continue talking about hockey on every stream where it's relevant.
Let's see how they do in the postseason, Johnny Blaze. But
well, I know, Landon. But this is where we can dedicate. We're more of our daily conversation is about our teams. To be fair. Hey, RJ. No, I don't think we're going to the Cup. Hopefully, we make it past the first round this year. But Oh, that's the main question, David. How many teams are Canadian this year?
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
I will answer that in
Let's
just one
see.
second.
Not many.
Well, there's not. We're vastly outnumbered in the first place.
Yeah, but there's two.
So
There's obviously
out of a
Toronto.
okay, so let's see how many are possible to like. How many there are first? 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 in the East. Three in the East.
Hey, Jay.
1.
I'm glad you made it, man. How you doing, Jay?
3,
It's been a while since you've made a stream.
4 in the West. So there's 7. There's 7 Canadian teams, and 3 of them made.
3 of them have
made
made
the
it.
playoffs. Yeah.
Obviously, there's Toronto, Calgary, and who's the third?
Edmonton.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, if Vancouver can string a few games together, while LA or even Vegas lose, like there's still hope for the Canucks too.
No worries.
But they'd be making it.
Yeah, Vancouver's got a big shot.
By like the skin of their fucking teeth.
Oh, get in there, Capitals! Get in there! Capitals defeated the Bruins. We are happy, which basically means, as of now, we are still in the same position. And Lightning are winning. Lightning are not going to lose. They have 13 minutes left in the second, and they're 4-0 up over the Sabres.
Yeah, they're Buffalo's not coming back.
So we will be 4 points ahead of Lightning.
How you doing, RJ?
Yeah, we'll be 4 points ahead of Lightning.
Yeah. I think we can officially start here. With a quick look at the standings initially. So as it stands right now, we've got the Panthers, Leafs, and Boston, Tampa.
And just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Jess. We're not discussing WWE within this stream. I'll happily answer that question at the end if you remember it. But we're just solely talking about hockey.
What's going on, Jay? Boston Bruins.
drew. Or did they win?
Wait, how does that? Why does that say? How is it a 2-2 final? You can't have a 2-2 final.
Capitals won 4-2. His original thing was correct. They won. Okay. They won 4. Capitals won 4-2. I just checked.
Okay. Anyway.
It's alright.
So.
So yeah, we're looking at the standings.
How many games do the Leafs have left? We have.
How many games is in the season?
3, 4,
I can tell you.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games left.
Yeah. And no matter how many of these we lose,
one of them is against the Florida Panthers. So here's the deal, guys. Like, there's still, I mean, it's a slim chance, but there is still a chance with 20 points left in this season that the Leafs could potentially catch the Panthers.
Yeah. Ha! Nice, I like it, Jamie. There is a very big chance. Hockey's just amazing for the athleticism and just overall the sport. I don't know, I just really enjoy it.
There's something to be said about 5 guys flying around on a zero. I don't want to say G. That's not the right. Like a no friction surface on knives.
It's pretty wicked. It is wicked.
Right? Like, and then to be able to move and hold this stick and maneuver a little black disc on that, like while you're flying around on that surface, absolutely fucking incredible.
Oh yeah. While we're talking about standings, well, currently the Hurricanes, Rangers, Leafs, Panthers, and Avalanche are all clinched for the playoffs.
I just like to mention for myself as a overall hockey fan that I'm liking my chances for a team that I would support being in the finals. I mean, I've got the Leafs. There's two other Canadian teams in Calgary and Edmonton. Uh, my video game team is Nashville. They're in or very close to being in. So I have a lot to look forward to this season.
I'll be keeping my eye on Nashville, as it is Landon's team, so they are quote unquote my third team. Not that I support them, but if I had to choose a third team, it would probably be Nashville. So I keep an eye on them, and if they're not playing us, then I root for Nashville to win. Because of I have respect.
And speaking of Nashville and winning, and just give me a sec here. I'm sorting something.
The problem with Nashville is
I want to mention that. Wait, what that other site was wrong then. Oh no, there he is. NSH is okay. Yeah. So I just want to do a shout out to like goalies that have been overlooked, maybe a little bit, but Andrei Vasilevsky, 35 wins this year for Tampa Bay, tied with again Landon. You might have to correct me on the pronunciation of this, but I would pronounce that UC Saros from Nashville, a 26-year-old goalie. He's played he's played 60 games and he's won 35 of them as well. So good on him.
You said it right.
Bobrovsky's having a good year for Florida with 34 wins. The New York Rangers goalie's having a good lead goalie's having a good year, 34 wins. Darcy Kuemper with 34 wins as well. Jacob Markstrom from Calgary. Like these playoff teams, you know the big problem that I have here.
What?
Tampa Bay, Nashville, Florida, New York Rangers, Colorado. Okay, Colorado, Calgary, Carolina, Pittsburgh. Do you know what the problem that I have with that?
What?
Playoff team, 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 playoff team. Not quite in the playoffs, but might be right there. Minnesota playoff team, and then you finally get Jack Campbell at number 11. But that's sorted by wins, right? And he was out injured for part of the season.
Yeah. My only problem is looking at Predators is you've not secured your spot in your wild card. Two losses and Stars or Vegas Knight or Golden Knights winning 2. Fuck you, out of the playoffs. You are on the edge of making it at the moment. Your games are must win at this point, or you're not making it. You are 2 points ahead of both of the potential wild cards behind you. 2 losses and both of them win 2 games, and you're out of the wild card.
Anaheim Ducks versus Carolina Hurricanes, 2-1 for the Carolina Hurricanes with 12 and a half minutes left in the first period.
Yeah.
But we want to talk stats here. How about we start players by points? Connor McDavid, 108 points.
He is impressive.
Jonathan Huberdeau, 104 points. Now, I wanna mention this, that Connor McDavid's 108 is a little bit more impressive than Huberdeau's points record here because 42 goals versus the 27.
That is quite impressive.
But 77 assists, like that's a lot of assists.
It's a hell of a lot of assists.
Again, Leon Draisaitl with 101 points. 50 goals, 50 assists, 51 assists. So like,
very good.
when sorted by points, Auston Matthews number 4. He's got 99. He's got 58 goals and 41 assists.
Pretty decent. Also, I don't think Vegas had flushed their chances down the pan. They're literally they're on point with Dallas at this point. They've got a big chance of still making the playoffs. The wild card's going to come down to the Western wild card is going to come down to the wire, I think. Where's Marner in points?
Yeah,
Marner's
Marner, he is rated number, according to the site I'm using. He is number 6 on the overall points list with 90. He's got 31 goals and 59 assists.
That is quite impressive, to be fair.
But if we sort it by goals, it shows a very different story. We got Matthews in the lead with his 58 goals this season. Leon Draisaitl would be number 2. McDavid's number 5. Ovechkin number 4. He's got 45 goals this year. That man's 36. It's crazy to think that Ovechkin is still posting numbers like that.
I know.
This long into his career.
I know. I would have thought he'd slow down on the numbers at least a little bit by now.
Yeah.
He really hasn't
getting Boston in the first round. We need to watch out for Pasternak. He's got 38 this year. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, but then again, we still have a chance of getting Tampa, because Tampa Bay is going to overtake Bruins into the third position today with their win. So we are currently, if it goes to playoffs tomorrow, we would be facing Lightning.
That is a lot of assists. Nobody's even close. But again, another Nashville player making top 5 in stats. Jonathan Huberdeau's just crushing it with 77 assists. But Roman Josi, the next guy in line, he's only 10 behind with 68. He doesn't score much for his team. He's only got 19 goals, but I mean 68 helpers. That's a pretty decent stat. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Rocket Richard Trophy's the most goals in a season, isn't it?
Oh, if it is, he's definitely getting that.
Oh yeah.
Don't no debate about that.
Hey Jeff, I'm good. I've been good.
True, Jamie, on that one. Yeah, assists is also a very good thing to be getting.
Exactly. I mean, you know, somebody's got to give the puck to the guy who scores, right? And if that's you, you're the guy who just, you know, has the hands to set up the next guy, then so be it. But that makes you just as valuable as the guy who scores the goals, in my opinion.
Exactly. You're never going to do it without that guy backing you, which is what Marner is to Matthews. Marner's the guy that sets up Matthews to get these incredible goals. Because I'm guaranteed, if you look at Matthews, how many of the assists have come from Marner? At least half of the assists for his goals would have gone to Marner. Marner, as in Mitch Marner.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if Google can help us here. How many times has Marner assisted Matthews this year?
You're talking about the World Cup. Okay, well, that's kind of off topic, but I'm going for England, of course.
Okay. Auston Matthews goals assisted by Mitch Marner.
How many?
It just gave Auston Matthews stats. Hold on, I'm still looking.
Damn, Johnny.
And that's just giving for Tampa. I don't think that that's a stat that we'd have to go back and like watch the footage and count.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'll look that up too because I don't know the trophies. I don't really pay attention. What is the Hart Trophy awarded for? Most valuable player is the Hart Trophy. What is the Rocket Richard Trophy awarded for? Okay, so if the Rocket Richard Trophy, I say yes. I'd say the MVP would be the player who got the most points in that year, in my opinion, because that means you're the MVP. You're the most valuable player. You contributed the most out of any player to the overall score of your team's hockey games.
The Norris Trophy is for the best defenseman. Oh God, who's got the best defense?
Um,
But
I don't
to be
know.
honest, Matthews has got a chance of getting the MVP trophy. Depends on how many points he can post during these next 10 games. But I think if McDavid can keep playing the way he's playing, then I think he might clinch the MVP trophy.
Well, I agree. Auston Matthews for the Rocket Richard Trophy. As for MVP, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, he's fourth in points.
I think a bit of a stretch there with saying 70 goals for Matthews. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I could see him ending about 65, 66. 70, maybe. He's got to be on top form for the next 10 games, though. And maybe Sheldon will want to start resting Matthews for the playoffs. Since we've already clinched our position, what's the point of keep stressing out our star players? We've already made it.
I try and scare you guys, it doesn't work, but when I don't try it, you guys jump up your skin.
Ooh.
There he is.
Enough.
Because
it's the NBA finished tonight.
when you really look at it, Auston Matthews puts a lot of goals in, but he doesn't really send pucks to the rest of his team. He's usually being given the puck to put it in the net, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Landon.
Well, I thought Nylander was better than that.
If he needs to score 1.1 goals per game to end 1.2 maybe. Basically, he needs 12 goals, Anthony, to get 70. He's at 58 at the moment. He needs 12 more. I don't think he's going to get that.
Landon, in regards to your last comment, that was kind of my thought on it.
Okay, Jamie. Yeah, Matthews is a goal
the
man.
overall points leader. He should really get MVP, but
then again, Matthews could take that from him. We've still got 10 games left.
Matthews on average only gets 0.8, like 8.86, 0.8 something goals a game.
So he's not getting 70.
So I feel like he could potentially. I'm gonna give him. Hold on. Let me see. Let me.
I'm giving him 66 at most. I think he might end at 65, 66 at most. I don't see him getting 70.
I'm saying he gets at least 7 in the next 10. For a total of 65.
That's fair. I can see that happening. I just wanted to break 60. 2 more goals, break 60. I'm happy. Yeah, I'd say so, Johnny. I personally, I just want 60 at least, and I will be happy with how Matthews has performed this year. And let's see if he can break any playoff records with the amount of goals. I'm assuming there's that because I don't think he's going to get that high, Jamie. 69. Nice.
What is the record for the most goals in a season, NHL? Oh, wow. That'll never be fucking touched.
How much?
Most goals in one NHL season. Number 1, Wayne Gretzky, 92. Number
Yeah,
2,
but
Wayne Gretzky, 87. Row 3, Brett Hull, 86.
yeah, you're not gonna. Of course, it's Gretzky. You ain't touching fucking
Mario
92.
Lemieux, 85. Alexander McGillney, fucking A, man. 76.
Okay, that one could be touched, but
Yeah.
there ain't no way you get to fucking 92 unless someone has an incredible ass season. But I don't see that happening again. Nah.
And I just want to mention that these the 2 records for Gretzky were he were in 81, 82, 83, 84. So it was a very different game. A very different game.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely not touching. Definitely not touching. But yeah, to be honest, the only record of Gretzky's that Matthews probably will touch will be most goals in your entire career. He's not touching most in a season.
In that season where Gretzky set the all-time goal record, in those 2 seasons, he got 212 points and 205 points. So not only was Wayne Gretzky crazy good at scoring goals, but he also got a lot of helpers too.
Jesus Christ. Gretzky really is the GOAT. Well, yeah, Landon, that's no debate that Ovechkin's going to get it, but I don't think Ovechkin's going to keep it. Matthews is definitely going to break Ovechkin's record if Ovechkin can beat Gretzky's record.
We were actually, I think we were discussing this during the game last night.
Yeah,
we were both kind of on agreement that Ovechkin will break Gretzky's all-time goal record, like the amount of goals. But I feel that Matthews will pass Ovi in less time than it took Ovi to pass Gretzky.
Oh, definitely. If Matthews keeps posting these kind of numbers, definitely. He only needs like 14 seasons if he keeps posting the same.
I mean, you out for calling him a punk?
He's getting that because we're having a nice conversation. Please, for the love of God, do not put Jake and Logan Paul into the NHL. No. Oh, hockey's changed massively over. Well, what's it about?
You're speaking like those are legends.
Yeah.
And Anderchuk, Stevie Yzerman, Gretzky, Pavel Bure, Savard, Hull, Yager, Messier. Fuck, man, just those are some legendary hockey players. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Jaromir Jagr still playing? Who was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still playing. Like,
But according to Johnny, he is. Hi, Carlito.
Hello, Carlito.
Good things come to. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that.
If Matthews scores, oh, there's an Ovechkin one. He's number 20. He's number 24 down. He scored 65 in 2007, 2008. Stevie Yzerman in 88, 89 also scored 65. So like that if Matthews gets 65 this year, like I predicted, those are two really good names to be sandwiched with.
Yeah.
No. Would require me adjusting it a lot.
Oh, nice, Carlito. You're not wrong there, Landon. But shall we talk about another up-and-coming player while we're talking about decent players?
There's there's something I want to mention. You know, it's very near and dear to my heart. But rest in peace to the Kraken season.
Yeah.
You fought hard, boys, but it just was not your year. Let's come back strong next year, and you know, hopefully we can you know, sniff the butt of the playoffs.
Hopefully.
But Carlito's a guy. All right, Ronnie Hood.
Hey, Ronnie Hood. Damn, come on, Preds. We believe in you.
All right. What were you looking to move on to, Tom?
Talking about that new up-and-comer that keeps posting.
Connor Bedard.
Yes. Since we're talking about new players that are posting decent numbers.
Well, I think he's in the WHL right now, but he is officially of the age where he can be drafted. And from what I hear is this kid's fucking fantastic.
His points are 87 points in 57 games, 45 goals and 42 assists.
Yeah.
Since November 28th, he's scored 72 points. Yeah. In 37 games, he's had 34 goals and 38 assists.
There's a little bit above that where it said like when the scouts talk about this kid, they gush.
I mean,
they just love talking about this kid, and he's very skilled. And he's one of those players that is going to be drafted NHL ready.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. These are very, very impressive numbers for such a young kid.
Okay. Bedard was the 7th 16-year-old to be selected to play for the Canada IIHF World Junior Championship when he was named to the team for the 2022 tournament, joining Wayne Gretzky, who did it in 78, Eric Lindros, who did it in 89. Great year, I want to mention. Jason Spezza in 2000. Jay Bouwmeester, another fucking huge name. Also in 2000, Crosby in 2004, and Connor McDavid in 2014. In those in 2 games, he scored 5 points, 1 goal, 4 assists, including a hat trick in an 11-2 win against Austria.
Pretty impressive. He's been touted as a Connor McDavid
Okay.
Jr.
And the reason that he didn't post anything better and only played the 2 games is the tournament was postponed after 4 days of play when the United States, Czech Republic, Russia each had to forfeit a preliminary round game after players tested positive for COVID-19. It was rescheduled for August in 9th to the 20th in Edmonton.
Hey Joe, my prediction is still Panthers versus Avalanche. That is my prediction for who I think will be in the finals of the playoffs. Is Florida Panthers versus Colorado Avalanche.
I think the Eastern Division Championship, like who's the best in the East, will come down to well, I mean it's kind of wide open right now. There's 4 teams with 100 points, but I personally feel like it's gonna be Florida, and I mean I gotta go with my boys, the Leafs.
Of course.
But I think it's gonna be Florida and Carolina for the East.
That's my prediction for the final, Johnny. Probably be wrong, but that's my bold prediction that I've made, and I'm not changing my prediction because
Colorado and LA for the West, coming down to Florida. I'm with you, Tom. It's going to be Florida and Colorado in the Stanley Cup Finals.
See, I'm not the only one here, Johnny. Personally, I want it to be the Leafs.
We're not talking about wrestling, Carlito. This is strictly hockey talks. But yeah. Oh, pardon me. So kudos to Connor Bedard.
Yeah, how are you, Spaghetti? But yeah, this kid. My question is, who's going to get him?
Great and mighty Jesus Christ! Thank you very much.
Who is going to get Bedard? That's the main question.
If he is, hold on.
True.
NHL draft lottery. So right now, according to this, according to this, the first pick would go to Arizona.
Oh, God damn it! Pittsburgh won. Sorry, that sucks. The Pittsburgh won. So Arizona is going to get a decent player like Bedard.
Hold on.
Who do I think will barely clinch a playoff spot? Currently, right now.
Okay, I told this thing I don't know, like this sim, the lottery, and it came up Ottawa, Seattle, Arizona, Montreal.
Yeah. Well, the Eastern Conference is pretty much set,
and it's looking like Arizona because they got like 16, or Montreal because it's 16% and 12%.
Damn. But yeah, to answer your question, the Eastern Conference is pretty much set. The Lightning or Bruins, whoever gets the fourth spots, are making it in, and the Capitals are making it in, or the Penguins, whoever ends up in the fourth spot. The Eastern Conference is set. At this point now, the wild card is set.
Maybe he's not being drafted this year.
It says 2023, so...
Okay, maybe I'm gonna see what NHL Draft Lottery 2023. Oh, it says the site, the lines.com/NHL/draft/2023 did a mock draft, and they have Bedard going to Arizona in the second round.
Fair enough, Landon.
But again, that could really turn around, depending on how next year goes.
True. And Western Conference is all to play for at the moment, Joe. Obviously, right now, the Pacific Division, both Golden Knights and Kings are kind of still vying for a spot, and even the Canucks. And in the Central, Stars are trying to get in there, and so are Predators. It's a whole. The Western Conference is all to play for at the moment. Like Eastern.
Okay, I'm gonna just quickly. You keep talking. I'm just thinking out loud.
He's definitely going to be number one draft pick.
We're on the talk of the playoffs and the draft and whatnot. I want to talk about this. Who do we think is going to be the first team eliminated from the playoffs? We'll say that playoffs start right now. We use your little table, right, for the first round to determine the first round right now. Who's getting eliminated first? I remember it is best of 7 continuous overtime. You remember what continuous overtime means, right?
I do. Okay,
we're
doing this. I'm doing the website.
Overtime in the playoffs is very different from the overtime in the regular season. Regular season they play 3-on-3. In the playoffs they play 5-on-5 until somebody scores a goal.
All right, I'm going to go through top to bottom with our website playoff status. Obviously, the first game is scheduled to be Hurricanes versus Lightning. I think Hurricane make it through. So
what I meant,
Lightning...
Tom, was the more I meant that the okay. So we got Canes versus Lightning. We got it says Rangers versus Penguins. It says Leafs versus Bruins. It says Panthers versus Capitals. Right? Out of those, all of those, who do we think is going to be the first team that gets eliminated? I and just so you guys can follow along here, let me just copy that. This is the site that we're looking at for our playoff.
True, Rangers are very inexperienced within the playoffs. Personally, I think Tampa Bay's getting eliminated.
Tampa Bay.
And
how many games do you figure it's going to take?
5. So I think Tampa Bay will get 1 win and Hurricanes will get 4. It'll go to a 5-game series.
It's Tampa versus Canes, eh?
Yeah. So I've got
right now.
Canes winning a couple, Tampa getting 1 win back, and then Canes winning another 2, ending on a 5-game series.
I just want to say wishful thinking, but Leafs taking Boston in 4.
It'd be fucking nice.
Right? Leafs take Boston in 4. Boston's the first team out. But I have to I know this contradicts what I said earlier about Florida, it being Florida and Colorado in the finals, but I kind of feel like it's either going to be Florida or Colorado out first because they've had such a spectacular fucking regular season. They just bomb it like hell in the playoffs. They 4-0, like they just don't even stand a chance.
I agree with Landon that the Panthers will eliminate Toronto. I think we're out second round.
You think we're out second round?
Yeah, I think we'll make it through. Panthers will make it through, and the Panthers will take us out. If Panthers get eliminated, it'll be the Capitals, and I could see us beating the Capitals.
Yeah, and then that's where I'd say that we'd be out in the third round then, because then we'd either be facing the Hurricanes
or potentially the Rangers.
Yeah, but I mean, at that rate, I'm gonna. It's a difference of 1%. I'm taking the Canes right now.
Yeah.
And by the way, folks, this is why I tied my beard up yesterday. It looks fucking beautiful today. But yeah.
True. To be honest, Landon, you're being in the Stanley Cup at the moment is debatable, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're one of those. The Preds are one of those teams where they are. We don't know whether they're in or out or not. I mean,
like I said, the Western Conference has got
86. They got 86 points. So that puts them first in the Western wild card.
But there's literally like a matter of 2 points between like being in the wild card and not.
It'd be Vegas after that.
Yeah, and then there's other teams chasing the wild card with only like 2 points behind. These games are very important.
So I just want to address what Bill said. Bill, man, I don't ask anybody to watch everything that I produce. Fuck, my videos are like 6 hours long. Nobody has that kind of time. You know, just come in, say hi, and stay a little while, and off you go if you need to. Like, we're not holding you hostage here.
Dallas is high on your tails at the moment, yes, Landon.
Yeah. And I mean, like we were saying earlier, the Canucks are right there. So,
yeah, Canucks are there. It's a whole big it's pretty much Eastern set. I mean,
so just looking at what Google is saying here, to finish off, just because there was something about the Canes and clinching a playoff spot. So far, we've got because I'm already out looking at the Western Conference. Colorado is the only team in the Western Conference to have officially clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Nobody else has blue beside their name, so they have not yet clinched their spots. So I mean, it's still way wide open in the West. And as for the East, we have Panthers and the Leafs, who clinched their spot. Yesterday when they beat the Montreal Canadiens, and and also the Hurricanes and the New York Rangers have both clinched their playoff spots. So not too many spots left in the East. Not too many spots, and the West is still wide open, especially in the the Pacific Division. I mean, any team goes on a major losing streak, and while another team wins, and you could definitely see a shift in the standings.
Bold prediction there, Landon. He's predicting the Predators versus Avalanche for the finals.
The conference finals. Who you got for the Western? Or wait, can that even happen?
Can that even happen?
Because they're in the same. They'd be the divisional champion. They couldn't get conference final because they're in the same division.
You also can't. To be honest, there's a high chance that you'll meet each other in the second round. Or maybe even the first round. Actually, no, it looks like you might make it in the first round, potentially. It's, there you are. You might, there you are. So you'll meet in the third round if you meet the Avalanche. It'll be the third round.
What's going on, David? How you doing, man?
Hi, David.
Tampa Bay lost to the Bruins the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe so.
So the Tampa Bay Lightning are they're in panic mode a little bit. They've lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, And I love how Eagles go, oh, we slowed down because we pretty much made it in the playoffs. You carry your shit on. I mean, you're going to make the playoffs, but you're going to face fucking Panthers, which is not a good position to be in. They did win today, though, to be fair. Didn't they? So
I don't know.
Or are they still going? They're still 4 up in the third period with 19 minutes left to go. Yeah, Lightning are winning.
I'm doing well, Dave. Or David, sorry. Yeah. I'm personally like the Eastern Conference is basically decided.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's
A couple of teams.
It's just a matter of, you know, who's who's where and who faces who.
Pretty much.
The Canes and Rangers are tied at 100. Pittsburgh and Caps have 90 or 90, 92 respectively, or Pittsburgh's got 92, Caps got 90, and the Islanders are at 75, so they're not catching anybody. And then if you look at the Atlantic, you've got 108, 100, 95, 94, and then the next one in line is 66. So yeah, like it's already decided. It's just like who's finishing where, and we're probably going to be playing some of that after this stream. We're probably going to be doing some Call of Duty multiplayer. But yeah, Tampa needs to be careful. I mean, they're not going to get past, but they definitely don't want to play. I don't know. I don't know who I kind of feel like we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. Like, Boston's always had our number. Florida's on fire, and Tampa could just be, you know, resting on their laurels. So I don't know.
All right. Now, are the Sharks in the playoffs? Because no, they are not.
Are the Sharks in the playoffs? Fuck no. Not even close.
Because obviously, after 19 years, their general manager has stepped down. So, will this be the kick up the arse that the team's going to need, or are they just going to sink further into being shit?
I think that that they definitely needed a change. The Sharks for years, when they had the likes of Thornton and well, I can't think of anybody besides Jumbo Joe. But when they had him, they were a team in contention, and I bet you it's a sour taste in their mouth to be at the bottom of the league now.
Yeah, well, as I've written here, that this is the third year in a row that the Sharks have not made the playoffs. 3 years in a row. That is pretty bad. So, yeah.
I don't know. Moving into the summertime, I'm probably not going to be doing gaming streams quite as much. Because or my gaming streams are going to be like, I'm going to be getting up earlier, and my gaming streams are going to be happening later on in the afternoon, and they're not going to be as long. Because with the nice weather coming on, I want to get out, and I want to go and walk, and I don't know, I'd like to shed a few pounds this summer if I could.
I'll take the pounds. I need money.
What is that first acronym? You're gonna have to like actually spell that out.
What the fucking hell, Bill?
Right.
Hello, Awesome Jay. I'm sorry to hear that you are. I'm alright, mate.
No, She doesn't give a damn about the NHL enough to, like, she's a Leafs fan through and
No,
through.
I'm not rolling a doobie. No, Toronto's not playing today,
guess
Kevin.
Guess what, guys? Guess what? Dark
Teapot.
Order.
A turtle can win a fight against an alligator.
On your screen, Tom. Look. Dark Order. It's only like a tiny little bit because you've got my screens captured, cropped, right?
Yeah.
But if I do this, Dark Order.
Then you need to change your life source, Jay.
Yeah, you need to change what you're doing with your life. So we've discussed Tampa's losing streak.
Hey, Rambo, welcome.
We've discussed who will be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs.
We've talked about the Sharks GM a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about Matthews and gushed about Matthews enough, I think.
We've clinched the playoff spot. Sharks GM leaving and Matthews' incredible season. We've talked about. Oh, okay, Rambo. Fair enough.
And I think that just about does it, Tom. That's all I had in there.
I don't smoke marijuana, Johnny. That's Dave. I do not condone the use of illegal drugs. Whereas in Dave's country, it's completely legal, so he can go for it.
Oh, fuck yeah, I love being a Canadian. Thank you, Justin Trudeau, for doing the one thing that, like, I would have voted for you for. Because he's like, yeah, I'm going to legalize pot. I'm like, I'm a vote for him. Guess what I didn't do?
No!
I did not vote at all.
Rambo, you're lucky that Panthers have already made it. Yes, doobies are legal in Canada. They are not in England. Well, a certain amount for personal use.
Marijuana is legal across the country and on a recreational level.
Well, technically you're not allowed in this country, but if you have a little bit on you, they ain't going to do fuck all. Like, if you're carrying a shit ton on you, then you're going to get done for intent to distribute. But if you got a little bit on you, they ain't going to do fuck all.
Do you smoke, Landon? Well, let's be honest. You probably don't.
Oh, fair enough, David. Landon doesn't smoke drugs.
Holy shit! I went to my tab for my broadcast, and the timer said 16 minutes. I was like, wait, what? We went through all of that in 16 minutes?
Definitely not.
Okay, because now that we're done talking about hockey for now, I'd say Canada has about as much crime as anywhere else.
You can socialize like me. Just gotta try and be more outgoing, dude. Like, I can hold a conversation with anybody. Like, legit anybody, I can hold a conversation with you.
But you know what I will say, Awesome Jay,
nice, Johnny,
is talking to people over the internet is very, very different than talking to people in person.
Yeah.
I don't do well with meeting new people. I don't like meeting new people. Makes me feel uncomfortable because it's another person's mind that I have to worry about. And by that I mean you never know what's going through anybody's fucking head, and you know they could be just as paranoid about having a new person there as I am, and their paranoia leads them to do fucking crazy shit.
They don't have to attack you, Awesome Jay. You're basing all your things on people at school. People at school are assholes.
Yeah, get out of school, man. Once you get out of school, you'll find life's a little bit better. People are just they're generally more tolerant of you.
I'm not an introvert, Johnny. I go out. Dave's an introvert. I socialise with many people on a daily basis. Not that I want to.
Yeah, but you're a special case, Kev. And if all you think about is turtles, then that sounds like sweet fucking bliss to me.
I say.
And I
Maybe
hate
I will,
mine,
Marvin.
Awesome J, but yet I'm 33 years in. Tom hates his, and he's 28 years in. It doesn't get any fucking better.
You just gotta find the shit that makes it better.
Good with the bad. The bad feels like shit, so you can appreciate the good things that you get in life. I love French toast. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna get my wife to make French toast for dinner.
Exactly, London. You only think about Bill Cut, AJ Styles, of course.
Like, I'm gonna say it again. I'm bipolar, hypermanic. I have severe anxiety. Like, I have not gone to a restaurant because it is too full for me. Because there's too much noise within the restaurant, and it triggers my anxiety. I hate my fucking life. My roommate's got multiple personalities to go with his split personalities to go with his multiple personalities. Like, fucking think he enjoys his life? You know, like, nobody's particular for their life. You just live it, and you take the good with the bad, and the good feels great, and the bad just sucks, and you know, you just try not to dwell on it.
To be fair, I'm not promoting the use of marijuana, but marijuana in certain circumstances could make your ass calm down.
Yeah, hey, I use it as a means to calm my explosive rage. Like, you ever hear me yelling something's an F in this and cunt that, and like I'm going off on something, or you know, I have one of those days where I have to eventually go, hey so and so, I'm sorry for my actions. I'm having a bad day.
Tobacco's going to do nothing for your ADHD.
You know, this is what I'm very sorry for my actions. I shouldn't have yelled. Like,
I had a drink.
One of those days, yeah, it means I haven't had my smoke yet. Lighthouses are pretty cool. I've never actually been in one though. Like, I've seen a couple, but like they were smaller ones for like a
But yeah, I don't recommend tobacco. It's not going to benefit you, whereas weed has got lots of medical benefits.
Yes.
And I do drink Johnny.
Mind you, the one thing that I will say is, like, whether you're smoking or you're drinking or you're doing whatever, do not drive, do not operate heavy machinery. Like, be safe, guys. You know,
know your limits.
And moderation. You don't need to be a lump of shit sitting on the couch all the time, because that's, you know, because you're uber stoned all the time. But you know, if you're gonna smoke, then, you know, moderation.
Exactly. Same with drinking. Even more moderation when it comes to drinking. I don't know what's legal in England. Many things are legal in England. Many things are illegal.
But yeah. I think I'm losing to both of those, and the wolf is winning the whole fight. Oh, excuse me. Me versus a coyote versus a wolf. The wolf's winning.
I want to see this matchup. Technically, no. It's not legal in any country to have sex in a car because it's classed as public, and having sex in public is technically illegal.
Man, Awesome Jay, that's a crock of fucking bullshit, and I'm going to tell you right now. It's never too late to learn something new. As a matter of fact, I learned something new. I've been streaming for what, 2.5, 3 years now, and I still learn shit about the programs that I use every single day.
No, I said it's well, Johnny, it's not legal in your country either.
It's
Whatever
never
country
too
you're in,
late to
having
learn
sex in your
something
car is
new,
technically
and it's
illegal.
never too late to
Just drive somewhere else
change
no
your
one's going to be.
to change the way you think about things and to view things differently. It's okay to change your mind on things too.
Apart from thinking we're amazing YouTubers, your mind
Right?
has to stay on
Like,
that.
I'm gonna come clean here. I used to think that
You can get a license
racial
for a
and
gun.
gay humor was very funny. I don't find it as funny anymore. That's learning something new. That like these
Exactly.
things aren't
Exactly,
okay.
Kev.
Wishing wells, do they even exist?
Not any
And
fucking
they're
more.
definitely not real. Like in the sense of like they're definitely not going to grant your wish.
No, but any form of well technically is a wishing well.
Yeah, you're a fucking teenager, man. You think you know everything. You think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. You think you're gonna go out there and dominate the world, and then you get that first eye opener where you get dominated by the world, and you go, it happens to every fucking one of us, and eventually it stops
Probably,
feeling
Johnny.
like you're getting fucked up the ass, and more like the world's making love to you, and things are going smoothly, and you're content in the lifestyle that you're living. But for right now, for the next couple years, it's gonna feel like you're taking it up the ass hard. Like, and they're not being gentle about it. You're the bottom of the totem pole, man. You're the 17, 18-year-old kid coming into the world. What's going on, Landon? I hate to put it like that, but that's what it is.
I'm glad you did. It's funny.
Nosebleeds, pain in the ass. Because once they start, you just. I can't exactly repeat what I said the exact way that I said it. I'm just saying, like, life is going to suck for the next few years because you're the new kid on the block, but it gets better by a little bit. You learn to look at the positive and the bright side, and it doesn't feel like you're getting screwed over so much or that life's so bad. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I hate my life. Definitely, for the longest time, didn't want to be here.
Well, you're not going to be a teenager for many more years.
Sucks, bro. You're at that age where you're not quite a kid, but you're not quite an adult. And let me tell you, until you're about 25, 26 years old, and that's about that average there, people are gonna look at you like you're a kid, and it's gonna suck to be you. But once you hit about 25, 26 years old, and people start seeing you as a quote unquote grown up now,
it then sucks even
teenager.
fucking more. Because then you look at like an adult.
They expect more of you, but like your opinion and what you have to say will matter a whole lot more.
Yeah, that's scary.
And you will find more value in your life. But right now you're a teenager, nobody gives a fucking damn about you, and I'm sorry to say it.
Never say what, Johnny?
It's different for everybody. I mean, my old man, my dad, his life still kind of sucks.
I'm sorry to hear that your daughter got cancer.
He's gone through 2 wives. He's on long-term disability because he's slowly losing his mind. Right? Like, it's not good for him.
What is mind?
What is mind? I don't know.
What is mind?
Mind. Literally, like, I had weird dreams as a kid. I had a dream that it was a representation, obviously, right? But my brain hopped out of my head with a fucking suitcase and hopped out the window and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Like, my mind left me a long goddamn time ago. Nobody misses their teens, my dude. Nobody goes like, "Gee, I wish I could be 16 again." Nope. I want to be like 22 at the very minimum. Because then you're young enough to still do stupid shit, but like you're grown up enough to go and like have the ability to basically do what the fuck you want, which is why you end up doing so much stupid shit.
God, I wish I was.
People have issues. Awesome
Jesus,
J.
Johnny.
In general, people have issues. Ole, 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 ole.
The people that care about your problems, it's called a therapist.
Yeah, and you pay them $80 to $120 an hour once a week to come and listen to your.
Oh, I'd be fucking 18 again. Get out, go get pissed. No fucking responsibilities. Fuck yeah. I'll be 18 again.
I have responsibilities at 18. I was in a group home, my dude. My birthday wasn't till the end of June. They had me like looking for apartments the beginning of April because I aged out of my group home. Like, here, fuck you. You've been in this system for fucking 10 years, but now you got to go and get a place and do it all on your own because you're too old. And I didn't want to go into another structure, like group home structure for adults. I was like, fuck that. No, not doing it. Put me out of my own. I want to start experiencing things.
And then he experienced boobs and weed.
Actually, the first things that I did was I experienced having my own place to my own damn self. I closed all the blinds and I walked around naked for a goddamn week. I'm not even kidding. I did not put clothes on for a fucking week.
Fair enough.
Once I got past that, there was a few other things we did with but we won't get into that. I had my own place for the first time. I knew nobody was walking in on me. Right? Then the next thing that I did was I went and I made sure that I had something to do once I was done with all of that. I needed a video game console. So I conquered my fear of going out at night. Once I conquered that, fuck, I started experiencing weed and boobs and vagina, and I started drinking. Like, it was bad.
Story time with Dave.
Technically speaking, my house, they weren't legally allowed to kick me out. That literally, like, if they wanted to kick me out of the group homes that I was in, they would have had to have, like, literally uprooted me and moved me. As sad as this is to admit, my foster parents didn't want me by the time that I didn't want to be there anymore. So, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
I don't know about the scariest movie that I've ever seen, but the movie that disturbed me the most, I think it was called The Ghost in the Darkness. It was about two man-eating lions, and that movie was just very graphic and gory, and just I really didn't enjoy watching it.
We should watch Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust.
Carrot cake next to pound cake is actually the worst cake that you can possibly eat because of all the oil and butter and shit that goes into it. But you would think it was good for you because it's got carrot in it, but no. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. I've been kicked out McDonald's, out Walmart, out Best Buy, out EB Games. Like if I had had a camera for all the dumb shit that me and my friends did when we were in our teens and our 20s, in our early 20s, I'd have had a viral YouTube channel and I'd have potentially been in jail at least once for criminal trespassing. No, I didn't break into anywhere, but like
a coin on here. I don't smoke
we would continuously go to the same stores and just.
How does it vape?
We got kicked out of Walmart for sword fighting with plush plastic swords in the aisles.
really wish I'd
Mind you, they later admitted that they didn't care so much about us sword fighting with the foam swords. It was more the other people knocking shit off the shelves. Yeah. But Tom, we've hit that 1 hour. We're a little over that hour mark.
Landon awesome, Landon awesome, Landon awesome, Landon awesome, Landon awesome, Landon awesome.
I think that was 6, by the way.
I don't fucking know, but there you go. I said it 4 or 5 times. Oh, dude, how did you not see that one?
Carrot cake thing. Carrot cake is very delicious.
How did you not see that one coming, London?
See, the thing is Edge murdering AJ Styles was graphic, yes, but WWE used to be way more graphic. Like, the actual camera angles for Rock smashing in McFoley's head, like, graphic.
Even the Mankind went, the fuck, Rock, the fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the first, like, 3 or 4, Foley was, yeah, come on, give me another one, but Rock just took it too far. Okay, playing stupid in regards to what? Like, if they want you to clean the house, then clean the fucking house. You live there, help contribute to the chores. You know? Maybe help make dinner. Never been. Or at least not that I can remember. I may have been once. Right? I wanna also say Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes. Cody versus his brother.
Very bloody match.
Actually, another match that comes to mind, right? Even more recently than that is the match between Moxley and Yuta this past Friday on Rampage. Like, that was way bloodier than it had to be.
Yeah, it was a very bloody match.
Yeah, and I mean, all you can do is, I mean, personally, is ask, hey, is there any way I can help? You know, you need to sit down with them and establish clear and concise, concise meaning like to the point, expectations of what it is that they would like from you. And what following through with those things would entail for you. So what do they want from you, and what's in it for you to do those things? Right? If they're asking you just to sweep up and take out the garbage, maybe do your dishes, well, you just do that because that's you live there. You know? Or I would imagine that you live with your parents, so you're not contributing to rent or groceries or anything like that. Yeah, you know, the only problem is I don't bill $80 to $120 an hour. So
yeah, you'll be getting the bill in the mail, awesome, Jay.
Yeah, but
lucky for you, it's $75.
Oh, okay. I am literally 4 minutes from having Pittsburgh beat Nashville. That sucks.
You're 4 minutes away from what?
But I am 4 minutes away from having my door literally kicked in for the event that we're going to be setting up for next. So I am going to wrap up here, guys. I think Tom might like to do the same thing.
Yes, I'm going to go and find food since I've literally had a bacon sandwich today. That's it.
All right. So this has been episode 2 of NHL or Hockey Talks. Thank you very much to everybody who tuned in. On behalf of myself and Tom from All Things Wrestling, please remember to hit the subscribe button for both of us and consider becoming a member. You can do this for as low as 99 cents. of your currency, plus applicable taxes, subject to a renewal clause. So it will auto renew every month unless you cancel it. But thank you very much for all who tuned in, and for all who. Damn it! I gotta change everything over. Fuck. To everybody who has tuned in. But until next time,
Peace out.
happy watching.
Yeah, I appreciate you showing up, Ellie. We'll be back tomorrow to watch a Marvel movie, and then we're going to be doing other things. But yeah, I need to go and find food. It's been a very, very long day.
I thought we were doing our outro so that we ended at the same time.
That slipped my mind.
Yeah. Same intro, same outro. It's fine, you'll get it next time.
Yeah. The stream is ending, unfortunately, Ellie, yes. The advertised time was on the web, on the community page. It was advertised for 11 p.m. But it's fine, you'll be here tomorrow. You have no excuse, you're not at college.
Oh, by the way, I will be doing Call of Duty multiplayer after this. So.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Landon. Yes, Dave will be streaming after this. I will go off and find food and probably go to bed because I'm really tired.
Yeah, I'm only doing Call of Duty for a couple hours, maybe, but
that's because. Yeah, see you later, Ellie. See you, Landon. Thank you all for joining. We shall be back tomorrow. Until then, guys, peace out. Yeah, peace out, Johnny.